What is up, you guys? Welcome back to a new video, and today we've got some breaking news. Been a little while since one of these breaking news videos, but this one seems pretty significant, so I figured I'd fire it out for you. As you all know, Embracer recently reported that Gearbox was up for sale. They were looking to sell Gearbox, previously acquired by them for over $1 billion. Well, the news came out tonight in breaking fashion, as it should, that Gearbox Entertainment has been acquired by Take-Two Interactive for $460 million. This is huge news, which undoubtedly is going to play a huge role in the future of the company, and there are some other details to go over with this, as well as the biggest piece of news, which is that Borderlands 4 has been confirmed to be in active development. Now, for those of you who are out of the loop, this isn't actually new information. We knew that Borderlands 4 was in active development. It has been confirmed numerous times now, mainly by Randy Pitchford himself. But this is the first time we're getting an actual official statement regarding it. Where the statement reads, "We have loved partnering with Gearbox on every iteration of the Borderlands franchise and are excited to be in active development on the next installment in the series." Now, once again, it is important to say that we already knew they were working on Borderlands 4, but up until now we didn't receive official word-for-word confirmation in a true statement fashion like we have here. So this is your official confirmation that Borderlands 4 is in active development. Now you can start the hype train and get going here. Now, the nitty-gritty details of this are rather interesting, and I think a lot of this is going to start up some new rumors, and let's go over that right now. So, the assets that have been divested to Take-Two are numerous franchises, but interestingly enough, Embracer is going to be retaining some assets here as well. So, first and foremost, they are going to be divesting Gearbox Software in Frisco, Texas, Gearbox Montreal, Gearbox Studio Quebec, and as for the franchises that they have sold to Take-Two, this is the Borderlands franchise, of course, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands franchise, as we know there is eventually going to be a Wonderlands 2 also, as well as the Homeworld franchise, the Brothers in Arms franchise, Risk of Rain, and finally Duke Nukem. Now, we already know that there is a Brothers in Arms game at work at Gearbox, so that one's not a big shocker, but it is interesting that Duke Nukem has also been divested here, and it does make me wonder if they will make another Duke Nukem game. I know a lot of people got very mad at Randy Pitchford and whatnot for what they did with Duke Nukem Forever, and it will be interesting to see what happens here. Are they going to make a brand new game that is similar to Duke Nukem Forever? Are they going to go more classic with it? Is it going to be a new concept entirely? We don't know, and this could all just be speculation to the point of where they're not even doing anything Duke Nukem related, but this is one of the franchises that have been given to Take-Two. Now, of course, Embracer is retaining some assets here too, and these are Gearbox Publishing San Francisco, but this is going to be renamed prior to its closing. It was called Perfect World Entertainment at one point, but what's interesting about this here is that this is going to include the publishing rights to the Remnant franchise, which I really don't enjoy, so I'm really not happy with that at all. They are also going to be getting the upcoming Hyper Light Breaker and also other unannounced releases which we don't have information on. They'll also be retaining Cryptic Studios, and this is going to include MMO titles like Star Trek Online and also Neverwinter Online. And the final two here are rather interesting. So, actually, rather just one. So, the next one is Captured Dimensions. The last one is Lost Boys Interactive. Now, what's interesting is that Lost Boys Interactive, as you know, did help work on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. But if you remember, it was only around a month or two ago that Lost Boys Interactive suffered major layoffs at the hands of Embracer Group. They basically gutted the studio, it seems like, so what they're going to do with it, I don't know, but I do wish the best for anyone still under that division, because I seriously cannot stand Embracer. I do not think they are healthy for the gaming industry as a whole, and I'm just glad that Gearbox was able to get away. Now, to me, this whole thing comes as fantastic news, and it's even better news from a business side of thing, because it's interesting that Take-Two was able to acquire Gearbox for basically half or more than half the price that they were acquired from with Embracer. So to me, they got an absolute bargain there, although I'm not very savvy in that area of business. I don't know much about that, so if anybody knows more about that, do let me know. But the biggest thing here, and the biggest takeaway, aside from, you know, the news with Borderlands 4 and whatnot, is that this, in my opinion, is the best way to deal with the current dilemma they were in. I think a lot of people were monitoring the situation with Embracer and thinking, okay, is this a situation where Gearbox will now suffer mass layoffs so that they don't have to sell, or are they going to sell them to someone who isn't going to take care of them properly? I personally had theorized that they were going to sell Gearbox to Microsoft. I really thought that Phil Spencer and Microsoft would probably want to get Gearbox and potentially get Borderlands onto Game Pass. Doesn't look like that's going to be the way to go there, but of course that was just my mega, 60 brain theory. But it does seem that Take-Two gets Gearbox here, and I do think that is the right choice going forward. Now, how their business relationship is going to be, I don't know. Obviously, I'm hoping for the best, but at the end of the day, I think what's most important here is the safety of their IPs, the safety of their employees, and of course, maintaining a good business relationship. But that's going to do it for the breaking news today. I hope you guys like this. I wanted to fire this out. I wasn't going to make a video on it, but I do think it is quite sizable news in the community, and I figured you would want to see something that is rather positive. It feels like as of late, like a lot of people have just been rage baiting, and I really wanted to get something out for you guys that would potentially get you really excited here, because I do think this is something which could lead to a big future for this franchise and also for the company, because I know a lot of people are fans of this series like Brothers in Arms and Duke Nukem especially. The Duke Nukem fans are very, very passionate. Now, does this mean that we're going to get games of high caliber now suddenly? Not necessarily. I don't think this plays a huge role in that, but that's just my uninformed take. I could be completely wrong, but let's hope so, man. I'm a big fan of the Duke Nukem franchise especially, so I would really like to maybe get a new game out of that, and hopefully that game is going to be good. But most importantly here, what's very important to talk about is Borderlands 4. Obviously, we want to see Borderlands 4 soon. We want it to be in high quality. We want it to be in good shape. We don't want it to be unfinished, rushed. We don't want it to be super glitchy and buggy or anything like that. So let's hope for the best and hope that that does come around. But yes, with that being said, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. What do you think this means for the future? Do you think that this was a good decision? Do you think this was the right way to get this acquisition done? Do you think that Gearbox should have went to another company? Like, for me personally, I do think they should have gone to Microsoft, but I don't know, man. That just didn't really happen. Maybe you guys disagree with that, and perfectly fine, but that's just my assessment of it. And yeah, I want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comment section down below. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more breaking news in the Borderlands community. Thank you guys so much, and I will check you all in the next one. Have a great day.